Hi, Aries. So you have got what I call a bigger picture message, which most of the signs have been getting. And by bigger picture, I mean like Aquarius had a bigger picture uh, reading, but initially it really looked like it was situational, like it was about them coming up against a player. But uh, it turned out that Spirit was really talking about coming across low vibrational people in general on top of this individual situation that they were going through. But I don't, so far anyway, the Lenormand is not talking about an individual situation. This is about what you're going to encounter in your path forward. Um, so before we talk about it, I want to remind you about the astrology. And for those of you who've not seen the yearly reading for your sign, sun, moon, rising, north node, you should have a look at them because it talks about the astrology and Pluto entering Aquarius and us moving into a new paradigm. And since that happened on the 20th, um, it the energy of the readings have really changed. I mean, not changed in the way that oftentimes adversity shows up in the readings, but there's more of an earnest type message about everyone's paths. So the letter, the whip, the stork, the snake, and the rider talk about a message, and they're talking about this video. And that's another thing that almost never happens. That's happened in two other readings where I turned up with the book, and the book really suggested, and the book is very much like um, the letter, like a message, revelation, and educating in a sense. And it was really pointing towards the video that I was doing, the reading that I was doing at the time. And this is happening again. The letter. This could also mean too that you're coming across messages and revelations of your own and downloads as well. Um, and I don't mean to be egoic in claiming like your entire spiritual education or anything like that. It's just a message that's coming directly from spirit. And they're saying, and the message is this message is about conflict and difficulties that the snake are low vibrational people move towards conflict and low vibrational activities and thoughts and low vibration in general. And this is you, the rider, moving in the opposite direction. So this is a warning to not stoop to the level of these low vibrational people that you're going to be encountering. And again, in almost every reading so far this year, I've been talking about the great ascension, right? And how many of us are ascending, and almost all of us who watch these videos, by the way, are ascending, are light workers, which is why you're attracted to these videos in the first place. Every now and then I'll get some low vibrational ones in the comments. So we just delete them, remove them. But for the most part, we have high vibration here. So, but those trolls that have shown their faces in the comments, actually, it's really only one troll, is a great example of what we're going to be coming across, where your high vibration is going to be really flustering these low vibrational people. You know how people say your light upsets their demons? Absolutely. So you're going to come across more and more of this, and because they just can't stand the atmosphere of this great ascension that's happening around them. So they're acting out. So this is going to be in the form of people who do random violent things that, we can't wrap our heads around. And the Karens and the road ragers and, those kind of people who, um, hold on, I need to blow my nose. Excuse me, guys. So, those low vibrational people, we're going to be coming across more and more people fighting in the supermarket and acting out on the subway and all those kind of things, and how spirit is reminding you that you need to take the high road. Don't let yourself get caught up in that low vibration. um so 7 of Wands, see, this is you managing all this low vibration, but managing it's upright with grace and poise, remembering your heart, but also spirits telling you that you're going to be, this is kind of a Debbie Downer type message where, oh my gosh, incoming, and everyone's had this message of incoming. But don't let it discourage you, because you'll have plenty of high vibrational encounters as well. King of Pentacles is someone who is comfortable in where in his throne, he's comfortable in his position. He doesn't, and he's firmly planted there. He doesn't let anyone dethrone him and, pull him out of his joy. But he's also very conservative, too. This is a guy that sticks by the rules, is law abiding, and that kind of thing. So the world talks about you staying, keeping um, your karmic debt clean, because you have the often in here that talk about karma. Um, Keeping your karmic debt clean, that will perpetuate your coming through this portal into the new ascended worlds, right? Because at some point we don't know when it's going to happen, but there's a talk about split of the old and the new world, right? The split of the paradigms, where the ascending ones will be kind of taken to a high vibrational fifth dimensional world, and then will be living alongside the people who are living in misery in the low third dimension. And at some point, people even talk about, at first we'll be able to see each other, and then there's going to be a complete split. I don't know about that, but it does resonate with me. And none of us can really explain or really fully see what this new earth is going to be until we get there. But there will be an earth, new earth. We're building towards it now. I can feel it. And a lot of you there are nodding your heads. You know what I mean. You feel it. And with each low vibrational thing that we see and hear, like things that we see on the news or whatever, yeah, it's upsetting or whatever, but at the same time, there's that feeling deep inside of our hearts that things are changing for the better, even though we see all this ugliness. Knight of Wands, look at he's moving, he's actively moving towards the portal here, towards the world. This is you managing all the craziness in the world and not letting it drag you down, like I said, and moving towards that portal. And there is your soul tribe that I was talking about, right? So, what else we have, Spirit? Mhm. Here's a card that came out before in the other readings too. Seven of Swords. Oh no, it wasn't the Seven of Swords. But anyway, this talks about you again managing your life with these low vibrational people and coming across them and managing the situations well and just disarming them, so to speak, and not giving them any ammunition, so to speak, anything to use against you. Two of Wands is a warning. This is a message. Here is another message that's reoccurring too about you making sure that you make the right choice. And we've got two twos here too. You making the right choice on your path because, right, the snake is going to be ever present in your life, trying to derail you. And that is an ongoing theme throughout all of the signs. But Spirit's going to be there side by side with you, giving you the downloads and the directions to take in each of these situations. This is the being smarter than the snake. But again, the sword is coming from the universe here. You're not going to be alone. Seven of Cups, don't be distracted. Seven of Cups is a typical uh, distraction card. Don't let yourself be distracted from your heart because all of these are cups here. So make sure that the snake doesn't lead you into incurring any karmic debt, any bad karma. Stay close to your light and your heart. One more. Five of Cups. Queen of Cups. Oops. We got another too. Oh, look at the tower on the floor. The tower. Tower has been coming out a lot too. There are a lot of these cards reoccurring. So Queen of Swords is not reversed. Five of Cups reversed. Five of Cups is reversed. Okay. This again, Queen of Cups talks about. I mean, the reverse would have been the same, just kind of more warning that, yeah, it's a warning. This is, again, a reassuring and a warning of stay close to your heart, your energy, keep your heart pure and your energy clean. This is a maintaining of self care, right? Because the Queen of Cups is sitting here looking at this covered cup here that contains her heart. It is very well guarded, well maintained, well protected, well valued and regarded. You're going to have to do this with all of this low vibrational, unloving atmosphere that you're going to be in the world. And if you don't maintain your own heart, you risk your heart being affected and going in the wrong direction. And people who are not close to spirit, you know, uh, rooted in their root chakras, don't do any self care, all of those things, those are the people who turn into snakes. So, this is what spirit is talking about. Be careful that they don't infect you with their sickness of low vibration, right? And Five of Cups reversed absolutely talks about shadow work. This is whatever traumas that you carry that are unresolved. So you may need to backtrack and really stop for a moment. This could mean spiritual baths and meditation and everything, but it could also mean therapy. There's nothing wrong with therapy. I talk about it every now and then, and how I am really trying to remove that stigma of, oh, I'm not crazy. It's nonsense. That's not, you know, let's get rid of that word crazy too. Yeah, crazy. Low vibrational, unloving people who are detach themselves from the light. You can call them crazy. And they need a whole lot more than therapy, you know. But anyway, I digress. Therapy can help you sort through things like this as traumas or whatever that a lot of the time you can't do on your own. You can't see the forest for the trees sometimes when you're dealing with, really harsh traumas. It's good to have someone else to listen to you to help you sort through things. So here's the tower, which talks about we are going to be seeing the tower quite often. So get used to it. Um, this talks about the taking out the trash in your life was it Pisces? Pisces, I was talking about, and if you have Pisces in your chart, absolutely go have a look. It might have been, I'm pretty sure it was Pisces. It could have been Aquarius too, but whatever. I talk about um an active tower instead of a passive tower. And passive tower would be the universe coming in and taking charge and knocking something down to help you. But an active tower can be you creating a tower. So this can be you shutting down a snake in your life, like I'm done with you, and delivering their tower, right? Because that would be a tower for them. Spirit saying there's going to be quite a bit of this is taking out the trash card in this context. And moving forward, the tower is going to take on that meaning quite a bit. So let's see. How are we clarifying? We're using. Yeah, I had a feeling. Okay, we're going to do. This might hurt deck. Let's do this card here. Three of Swords. Are we upside down there? We are indeed upside down. Okay, we fixed it. I have a feeling this Three of Swords is supposed to be reversed, though. Yes? Okay. So Three of Swords. This is talking about the Five of Cups reversed. This is the traumas that you've endured in your life that need to be addressed. Fool. This is talking about the new paradigm that you're entering. And of course, you needing to take care of the Three of Swords right away because you're not going to be able to move forward properly without taking care of this first. Or during, too. It's not like you have to stop everything. Look at Five of Cups. It's just reflecting the Three of Swords here. Ace of Cups. And the Queen of Cups here. But, oh, that's lovely. I just got this warm feeling. This, the Queen of Cups was talking about self-care, and I was talking about um, therapy and everything and all the things that you need to do. But this is love from Spirit. This is like a hug. You're not alone, Spirit says. Spirit sending you a lot of love. I hope you feel this now. Some of you have chills or warm feeling because you should have that. I don't know what this Three of Swords is that happened here, but it's almost like a child's, like a mom hugging her child. Some of you guys, this is about childhood trauma. I'm sorry. Six of Cups. Here's another reoccurring one. Is this supposed to be reversed? Yes. Okay. So Six of Cups now. Remember when I was talking about the bigger picture and not talking about individual situations? The Six of Cups is talking more on the microcosm here. This talks about the people in your life and who, are you getting any more from tarot? No. Okay. And the people who have hurt you, the narcissists and you know, the Machiavellian people in your life who have hurt you. Um, Players in the false loves, too, that, really, really dragged you down. Oh, I have a real, yeah, sad feeling. So, and this is part of the reason why Spirit's hugging you here. You are loved. You're worthy. Spirit's going to help you shed this feeling. Um, all right, so that's the end of tarot. What advice? Higher self and Ganesh too? We do higher self first. What about spirit for advice? Advice for Aries. And I hate seeing Aries down like this too. I think I told you in one of your other readings that Aries, you're one of my favorites. Being a Capricorn sun, I love an Aries, and I'm really good at finding an Aries in a room. I make a beeline straight for the Aries folks because you guys always lift my spirits. You guys are funny and fun and witty and everything. And to see an Aries this heartbroken and down is just so sad to me. It's upsetting. Aries has been going through it. And part of this Ace of Cups is me like, oh, Aries, don't be sad. A kiss on your forehead. You beautiful souls, Aries. The Aries were put on this earth to make us happy. Terrible. Well, I think that might be it. Just the one card. Yeah. The deck feels dry now. Yep, it's just the one card. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What do we have? The light. No wonder there was just one card. What else is there to say? Focus on your light, Aries. Aries, you have such a beautiful light. Don't let the snake and the whoever this was that put the sword in your heart taint your light. You have a special light, Aries, that God gave you. It's still there. It's just covered with a whole lot of bullshit that you need to sort through. Whoa, Ganesh has a lot to say. Thank you, Ganesha. Okay, so we have steadfastness. Yeah, this is you staying on your path and not letting yourself be bogged down by negativity. Promise of the future. There, And how funny is it that I went and put it right next to Ace of Cups? This is what Ace of Cups is. Like I told you, it's like a hug, like, oh, it's there, it's going to be better. Ganesh is telling you that the universe has great plans for you. Beautiful things are coming. Have a positive outlook and generosity. This is generosity towards others. And I think Pisces also got that similar message of being, um, and look, this is Ganesh here, and he's being generous to this little mouse. And we all know that elephants are afraid of mice. They can't stand mice, so stomp on them or whatever. They make them nervous and upset. So this is having compassion for the snake and the people who have wronged you. That it's very toxic for you to carry resentments. You know, it doesn't hurt anybody but you. They say it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to get sick, right? So, and generosity doesn't mean that you have to keep the snake in your life and everything. I know you know this. But this is just being able to forgive them in your own heart and letting it go and not fighting with them and taking the higher ground, all of those kind of things. And again, having compassion for them and compassion in the way that, listen, you're on your way to this beautiful future, and the snake is on his way to misery and perpetuating that misery. And it's kind of like, oh, I'm so sorry, snake, that you're choosing that path of misery. But I'm going to be over here on my path to heaven on earth. Okay, Aries? Aries, love, hugs, and kisses on the forehead to you. Love, light, and many blessings. Speak to you soon.